They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
First carry for Nick Chubb. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, Allen. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now Chubb running right. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. On play action, Allen. Got a man, it's Chase. He completes it. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, 26 yards. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. And some space here. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And down to the 36-yard line here. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Chubb. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He completes it to Julio Jones. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Broncos.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marquise Brown, 77 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had it quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like when they're turkey ball games, isn't it? You just go and it worked really well for them.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking,
Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown. Odell Beckham, 75-yard. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. McPherson on for the point after.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that 1-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
These 2 teams all tied after 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling to his right. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Allen off the play fake.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start at the 40, so great start.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Man, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. When we hit 3 in a row, because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Allen. He completes it to Beckham.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Here's Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Broncos! Odell Beckham, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Mahomes. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So
he's got a man complete past the 20 and all the way home for a Broncos score. Jamar Chase, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, and the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Yellow. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Yellow.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. They fake the give. Now Mahomes slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Now here's Ross. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On 1st down, Allen. Downfield, and he's got Olave. Touchdown! Chris Olave. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it. They did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, he's going deep for Brown. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A give running right is Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hassan Reddick now with his second sack here on opening night.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Out route. He finds his man. It's Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. From the gun, it's Allen. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Seahawksons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1. The Seahawks on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's third and 1. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Mahomes now to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second and 9, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Mixon is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Walker trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Walker once more. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I would be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On play action, Allen. Over the middle to Beckham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give. This is Chubb. Room here to run. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Nick Chubb. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Mahomes now on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Allen now looks to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Jamar Chase
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Broncos have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how Week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
And now with 6 seconds remaining,